I was thinking like if Kenny happens to pick the belt up, we all think it's Kenny versus Will at Wembley. What do they do with Kenny in the meantime? Can they do Okada Omega 6? Can they give me some type of fan service? Because this has been like I'm going to make a video about this of from All In last year until this year, what has been done with
him?
What has been done with Kenny Omega? What has been done with Kenny Omega?
Here's my question: isn't he on limited dates, and we're not supposed to know that?
I don't exactly know that for sure, but I've been led to believe he's a lot more available than it seems. So, but it's. I think this past year has been a disaster, and quite frankly, I had talked myself into thinking since 2000. So they re-signed the Elite in 2023, right?
How long are the contracts? 5 years or 3 years?
I think it's 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh.
So they're probably up next year, right? So I was like,
some that AEW,
huh? that's what the rumor mill would lead you to believe is a possibility.
Look, CM Punk in All Elite Wrestling, the Elite in WWE. I made that joke for years. Like, all right, they gonna end up in WWE. Watch, eventually, watch.
So I say this in 2023. I had talked myself into thinking everything going forward. Now, the health thing, I think you got to kind of separate it from this conversation. I don't know how much of it impacts it, but I got the Trish and Sarah Discord channel up in arms and kind of, I had some people agree and then other people didn't, of course. But I was like,
so you went somewhere and started shit.
I don't know if I necessarily started shit. I was just like, this is just what I think.
Okay, go ahead. So I'm rarely in there, so go ahead, tell me what happened.
So I was like, if I look at what was done with Kenny Omega, like from 2023 forward, how would I be convinced that what WWE would have done with him in the same time would not be better than what Tony Khan has done with him since?
So given what CM Punk has done and given what Cody has done, is what you mean? It's counterfactuals?
I'm like, he main events a minimum of 2 WrestleManias.
Probably, yeah.
Like, and I was like, I know people don't like to hear this or whatever, but I'm like, what is really satisfying about Kenny Omega's booking in AEW? And I'm going to dive more into it. I'm going to pull up, I'm just going to focus on the last 12 months. If I go back to 2023, it's going to get even uglier, right?
How long was it? Okay, so the last 12 months, how long was that hiatus he was on before he came back at the beginning of this year?
I think he was out maybe, I think it was October 2023, November 2023, and he returned at Wrestle Dynasty 2025.
Okay.
So, actually, we can take it from Wrestle Dynasty forward because that's when I started like getting vocal about these complaints, essentially. But I was like, how I like if people were impressed by what they did with Kenny Omega and all this time, I would like to tell me like what were you impressed with?
I mean, he's had some high level matches in the company.
Oh, that's him. Look, Kenny Omega is not the problem here.
Oh, okay,
like when the bell rings, he's who we think he is, even to this day.
Yeah,
right.
But
anything outside of that, as far as like leaving him inactive or leaving him to the point where he doesn't give a fuck to be as active or whatever the fuck's going on.
Mm-hmm. Or we got something for you and then, what is it? Oh, Don Callis family again. Fuck. Okay, yeah.
I don't know how it's fulfilling really at all. Like
speaking of that, right? Fletcher's back.
He is.
During the build up to that match with
man,
didn't he give him an apron to table on the floor brainbuster?
He did.
Have they ever interacted since?
No. I mean, Kenny Omega's never even told us how he felt about losing to Okada at All In last year, James. So, and when his match gets announced just in a video package with Zack Sabre Jr., and I'm just like, should we try it all? When he's off the entire pay-per-view cycle after Dynasty, and or that one doctor's office appearance thing he did, and then he's pulled into Chris Jericho's match. How about we try it all with this guy? And then the grand reward, James, will be 35 days before Wembley Stadium. He'll presumably have a big match there. I think we all kind of think what that is. Then
My
what?
question is, how are they going to get? I mean, it's in the works, but I'm trying to figure out like how are they going to build up? Because Forbidden Door is happening now.
It seems to be
how
whatever
are we going to get him to July to build him up where he gets a title shot with MJF when MJF has literally 40 motherfuckers on TV in his face in front of him? What does Omega do to cut the line? Does he beat all these niggas? Does he beat Andrade and get his win back? Does he beat Kevin Knight? Does he beat I'm trying to think else? There's other things. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is?
Yeah, and then like, if it's anything like most of the stuff outside of his feud with Swerve, right? Which I think is the gold. You hold that like
the best version of what he's done in the last year.
Right. You hold that as a gold standard, right?
Yeah.
You take that out. It's led to believe whatever they plan to do, it will be substandard. And I don't think it's fitting of him. I don't think it's fitting of his status as an all-time great wrestler, as like a founder father of this company and a fucking superstar. Like, I feel like WWE would have booked this man better over this period.
Maybe. I think their presentation of him, they don't know what to do. They wouldn't know what to do with him as a character because even AEW doesn't know what to do with him as a character.
I was gonna say I don't think Tony Khan gonna give him no notes. So
so I mean, you point out last year, and it's like, I mean, cool, you could say that, but it's like, honestly, since he came back into the trios run with the Young Bucks in the best of 7 stuff, I
was being nice.
Yeah, it's been a whole bunch of this, and then it's like, all right, well, he's not in the main event, so he's doing this, and it's like, all right, well, it's like, okay, so he's been doing this mid-card stuff for so long. Now all of a sudden it seems like because Ospreay needs the belt and you want to put on like the match of the decade or whatever the fuck you want to call it, like now it's the time to get Omega hot. And it's like, hey bro, you I mean, we're in June now.
We are in June.
We're in June. Like you could have heated this up. He could have got the belt earlier. Look, the Darby run was awesome, but like, what are the priorities here?
They are not Kenny Omega. I'll tell you that.
Well, not even Kenny Omega. I'm talking about the Wembley house.
Oh,
I'm talking about the Wembley house.
I mean, there is that, and look, man, Wembley Stadium is going to be an interesting show based on who's on it and who's not. I'm not going to go any further than that, but it's going to be. Look. I think in the past, wrestlers were pining and scrambling to be on the Wembley Stadium show. I do not get the vibe that this year it's going to go down the same way. And let's talk about it. It's like, it's not drawing. Like, and, they haven't really put effort in.
Track on this. You got to tell me.
I think they're at 24,000 tickets right now. Yeah, still. Like, I mean, I can pull up WrestleTix or whatever, but I'm like, Kenny Omega presumably will be a babyface. Will Ospreay will presumably be a babyface. I don't know exactly everything. Like, they have spent more time, and you look at all this, right?
And also, like, all these, what is Moxley playing in all this shit too?
I was just about to bring that up. I was like, all the complaints that I had regarding the Jon Moxley situation with Ospreay, I was like, is this a destination, or is this like side work? I'm like, how about we worry about this stadium and like that goes from the top of the card, and then you work in the Darby Allin title reign, which I was skeptical about. I was like, what does this do necessarily for the long term? Because I happened to kind of see the chips where they were about to fall from the night that it happened, and even before that. So like, for me, I'm like, if they have this stadium show that is not drawing in the way it's supposed to, right? And I know I've heard all the things. It's the third time in 4 years, blase blah. I'm like, and WWE went through having to go to the same stadium and draw and stuff like that. Like, that's obviously a thing. But, bro, if AEW was as hot as they were proclaiming, there was a lot of fans, media, and I would even put the company themselves. They were sticking their chests out about how hot this promotion was throughout the first 3 to 4 months of this year.
I mean, they were absolutely putting on great TV over and over and over. And then once they got the Revolution, they were like, they They literally had like a 3-month plan, and then once it got past Revolution, they just didn't know where they were headed.
Something has changed, and there is a lot of chips that have to fall right now. I don't know, man. Like, if it's not drawing, I feel like we should ask why, and like, was this thing set up like properly? I don't have that answer yet. Like, we'll see. Mm-hmm. You know, whenever it is, and the summer is a long time. You know, it's not till June, or excuse me, it's June now, and it's August.
It's late April. Or sorry, late August.
Late
sorry,
August.
I'm in August. Yeah, it's like
perhaps there's like perhaps James, they're going to get the Forbidden Door, and this is going to like take off, and my complaints are for naught. But I'm
Rich,
like, there's so much time that they could have already been using, right?
But it's not enough time, right? All right, so the Redemption show is in Vancouver, right?
Montreal.
Okay, it's in Montreal. Okay, so that's late.
July.
That's late July. So in 1 month, you are telling people that an American-based pro wrestling promotion is running a show in the UK, and you're telling them a month from now that the match, you're a month out, you're going to tell them what the match for the show is. Okay, let's say I wanted to go. Let's say I'm not a person that has a passport. Let's say I wanted to go. You know how long to turn around for a passport is? It's like
6 weeks, right?
Even expedited is like 6-7 weeks or 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, I will not be.
Get your shit together. I can go. What about the person that ain't never been nowhere and be like, "This is our time to finally take this trip"? Oh, I can't go because it's too late. Because they ain't got no passport.
Right.
Because there was no incentive for them to get the ball rolling on going to do this. They're just rumors, speculation, and teases that you don't know. It's like they're doing the CM Punk United Center tease with this. That's what they're doing. But it's like, that's different. That's in this country. That's on the mainland.
Right. And that's like not the biggest show of the year. That's not like, a hallowed thing. It's not an event that's like this hallmark thing of the company, and that has direct comps from presumably a weaker creative year. But the first time you go there, you're going to see the 80 that they put in there. You're going to see the 56 or 55 they put in there the second time, right? Mm-hmm. And now you're going to see, for this hotter company right now, quote unquote, to end up putting 35 in there probably. James, I think there may be 9,000, 10,000 more tickets left on the board, right? Generously,
how many
right?
How many are Floyd going to buy?
Oh my God, Floyd might buy a bunch for like, hey, he might buy 20 of those for people that like he. Speaking of Floyd, happy birthday, Floyd. He might buy 20 friends if they ain't got a ticket and they want to go to Wembley Stadium. Floyd might get you on 20 of those, right?
Yeah. Now look, that's tickets to the show. That ain't no plane ticket.
Right. You got to get your ass there. Like,
That is the biggest purchasing price for this.
Yeah. And then, like, think about all these people that have been off TV for months or missed major time, right? Kenny Omega missed major time. Hangman Page, major time. Swerve Strickland, major time.
Wait, his contract didn't run out?
No.
Oh, okay. It could have. I mean,
He's still available.
Was that Revolution, or was that the paper? Or was that before that?
Revolution. Yeah, and like the answers are like, I'm like, okay, maybe we should get these people that have like drawn historically for the company in position. I don't know, perhaps an idea. But I
Oh my God, Rich! I just thought about this. If it's MJF somehow holds on to this title, he takes it into Wembley versus Ospreay.
Mm-hmm.
MJF is going to request that Hangman Page shows up to screw MJF so that Ospreay wins the title thereby. I did a fake job. After 45 minutes, I did a fake job.
There's no way.
If he holds the title, you don't think MJF will campaign for that after if he was able to hold off Kenny Omega to take it into Wembley? You don't think he would campaign for that?
That would be such an insanely asinine idea. I don't even know if MJF is capable
He
of that.
don't do real jobs.
Oh man. Yeah. That's
Or does
I
or
I hope that doesn't happen.
when
Let's say that.
Or if he loses at Redemption to Kenny Omega, does that when Hangman shows up and screws over? So that's how Omega gets the belt.
Look, man, I would be. Look, you think I'm mad about how Kenny Omega is being treated now? If Kenny Omega has to win off of
Get his win back off a fake
a distraction, one wing angel, I'm turning everything over in this office. Lay your fucking shoulders. Yeah.
Shit can get wicked, man. Shit can get wicked.
Shit can get wicked. And like, I don't know, man. Like, I think there are major questions to be asked, and I don't know if the company has done a good enough job for me being able to see through this or whatever.
Mm.
And then looking at that ticket map, and we're like, okay, you gotta wait to see all this stuff, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Something's afoot. Something's foul right now.
Look, I'm sure there are people that are holding off, but the point is, if they're holding off, that means if they're on the fence, you need to get them the reason to get off the fence and onto a plane, and it behoove you to let people officially be like, hey, now, like. They should be figuring this shit. I mean, obviously, we got one half of it figured out at Forbidden Door, but they need to be like, had this shit basically locked in. Yeah. Like, basically at Forbidden Door, both of them. But it ain't gonna happen. Like,
we gotta wait.
Like, bro.
They still got the Mexico show.
Oh my God, that's the beginning of August, isn't it?
I believe so. The Mexico show, they've got the Redemption. They got the Clearwater show.
When is that again? July what?
July 8th.
July 8th. Okay.
I think those are probably like your 3 events that are, because it's gonna have a unique location. They're gonna try to do. It's outside. It's gonna.
They need to get this shit done as fast as humanly possible.
Yeah. God bless them. Glad I don't have to book. But look, if I was booking, this shit would have been settled a long time ago, nigga. We would have been on the road to Wembley Stadium by Revolution. Like, and then, yeah. But detours and turns were made. And now we're sitting at 24K right now. All right. Everybody knows everything, right?
Look, man. I don't know. I thought different flavors of ice cream was gonna make it happen, but guess not.
Man, I don't know, man. There's gonna be a book written about 2026.
When does that book come out?
No, that one already dropped.
Okay, have you read it?
No, fuck no. Like,
why you say it like that?
No, because it's one of those. It's like a coffee table book. It's not like they're cracking some shit open or stuff that's cool or anything.
Oh. So wait, after all that shit Cody was worried about, like nothing?
Nothing.
Wow. That shit, I mean, it had to be none because that shit came and went. I ain't hear nothing about it.
Right. So, that shit dropped like last year or whatever.
Crazy.
But what I'm saying is an actual book will be written about 2026 AEW. It is gonna be fascinating.